The Soundcore Flare 2 is a new speaker from Anker's audio-focused sub-brand. Like many other speakers, this offers dual drivers that covers 360 degrees around the speaker. This speaker comes in slightly different packaging than most Anker products. The packaging looks like it was designed more for a display in store than Anker's typical minimalistic packaging. This demonstrates a shift of Anker, since many of their products are now being carried in retail stores like Target. So it makes sense for Anker to standardize one type of packaging. I give the new packaging positive points for the premium feeling packaging with bright colors to attract buyers in store. But I give it negatives for waste with extra layers of cardboard and plastic wrap. I'm not sure if mine was a fluke, but my instruction packet and charging cable looked like it was facing the wrong way. As you can see, the pull tab was not facing the opening of the box. The speaker itself is wrapped in plastic and cradled in more plastic. Once again, I would like to see Anker transition to something more sustainable here. The company rates the drivers in this speaker for a combined output of 20 watts. As an Anker company, we could expect a healthy battery. This speaker has a 5,200 milliamp hour battery, which the company rates for 12 hours of playtime. Note that this is without the RGB lights on. In terms of charging, the product spec shows that the speaker would charge from 0 to 100% in 3.5 hours using the USB-C port at 5 volts 2 amps for a total of 10 watts. The design language of the speaker matches that of other Soundcore Flare speakers. It is wrapped in a nice feeling fabric cover, and there are 5 buttons on the top. These are the power button, a multi-function button, a volume up and down, and the lighting control button. On the rear of the speaker, we see the Bluetooth pairing button as well as the bass boost button. Under a protective flap, we see the USB-C port. Unlike the first generation Flare speaker, this has an additional ring of light on the top. Like most modern Bluetooth speakers, there's no aux input jack. Looking at the rest of the Soundcore Flare lineup, I would place the Flare 2 right in the middle of the original Flare and the Flare Plus. The Flare Plus features a larger pair of drivers rated at 25 watts of total output, while the original Flare only has 12 watts of output to both its drivers. On the other end of the spectrum is the Flare Mini with its 10 watts of output. In my testing, I've been using the Flare 2 as my shower speaker for a combination of music and audio while watching videos. It has been replacing my first-gen Logitech Ultimate Ears Wonder Boom, which is also IPX7 rated. The light of the speakers are actually sufficient that I could shower in the dark if I really wanted to. The speaker also seems to hold up when directly under the shower. As with all Bluetooth speakers, there is some audio delay which impacts video, but it was not too bad for casual watching. I also tested the speaker's waterproofness by running it under the faucet and fully submerging it while playing music. It never skipped a beat, but as you could hear, the music gets a little muffled when it becomes submerged. It's kind of cool to watch the speakers vibrating the water off the fabric. To demonstrate the Bluetooth switching, we'll start with the speaker already paired to my iPad. I'm going to tap the Bluetooth button, which puts the speaker in pairing mode and disconnects from the previous device. On my phone, I'm going to go to Discover New Devices and tap the Soundcore Flare 2. I'm going to accept, and it's going to pair just like that. To switch back to a previous device, I just tap the Bluetooth pairing button again, and it'll disconnect from my phone. I'll go to my iPad, tap the speaker, and it'll repair without having to go through the initial setup. This is a mild annoyance compared to some other Bluetooth speakers. I have used speakers that will remember multiple devices and automatically play depending on which source sent the most recent command. One feature that I miss on the speaker is NFC pairing. When sharing speakers or using multiple devices, it is nice to be able to tap and tell the speaker which phone to pair with. I solved this issue on my Flare 2 and my other speakers by buying a cheap NFC sticker and programming it to pair with that speaker. These stickers are dirt cheap, but you do need to buy them in rolls. I've run out of projects that I need these stickers for, so comment and I'll select 1 or 2 people to send out the stickers to. I'm no audiophile, but the speaker sounds great for my casual listening. At 50 to 60% volume, the speaker is able to easily fill a 500 to 600 square feet room with sound. If you crank it up further, the Flare 2 makes a decent outdoor speaker. Keep in mind though that at 100% volume the sound does distort a little bit, but it's hard to notice when you're outside. Since most of my testing took place in my shower, I had the speaker at 20 to 30% volume. Here is a quick sound sample using some royalty-free music. This speaker also has PartyCast, the ability to link up to 100 speakers together. While I don't have another Soundcore speaker to test this out with, other reviewers have said your mileage may vary with various sync issues. I think this is more of a cool gimmick to show off, but isn't necessarily the primary use of this product. So the Soundcore app is optional and you don't need it for the speaker, but it allows you to fine-tune some of the control with the light rings as well as control the equalizer of the speaker. Once paired, the speaker will show up in the app and you can see the battery life as well as the light status. There are several color modes to pick from that you can also select using the light button on the speaker itself. But in the app, you're able to customize some of the color options per each mode. Unfortunately, it's a pre-selected list of colors. It would be cool if we could pick colors via RGB selector or hex codes rather than from a pre-populated list. One of the cool light modes is called Who's Next. When you trigger this light mode from the speaker itself, it just cycles between different colors pointed in different directions. But if you use this mode from the app, it kind of has a spin the bottle effect where it rotates between the colors and eventually stops while playing a special sound effect. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more content like this. If you want a free NFC sticker, just leave a comment and I'll pick 1 or 2 people to send the message to.